What's going on, everybody? Here for Time here, and today I want to make a shorter video. I kind of wanted to go over the role of support, kind of show people if you don't really know how to, in general, play support. Not, specific characters. I would go over more of the specific characters like I have with Diva and Ramatra when I get to the support role and I'm finished with tanks. But I kind of want to show because I'm the most experienced in support, as I've had to play it countless times, and I just got in the habit of playing support. So, and I have played quite a bit of competitive. At one season, I did get to platinum, but I got right back down because teammates still aren't that great at platinum. So, but I have been to platinum once, and I am doing competitive now. I'm still in silver, but I'm trying to get to high ranks. Anyways, that's irrelevant. I just kind of wanted to help people play support better and give a few tips that you may not know, kind of non-obvious tips, that you might not know about sports. So yeah, let's go and get into it. So the first tip I want to give is this is more of an aiming tip, and I've already gone over that. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch that video. But you can increase your sensitivity and stuff if you're on controller, especially. And of course, it applies to mouse and keyboard also, but especially on controller, for every hero that you have in support, I would recommend going through the sensitivity and getting a comfortable sensitivity for every character to where you're able to heal. Because some characters, if your sensitivity is too slow, you're gonna go real slow, and not be able to heal in time, especially with people like Ana. So I would definitely recommend getting your sensitivity to a comfortable level to where you can look around and you can heal your allies efficiently and quickly so that they're not waiting on you, and by the time you get to them, they're not dead. So that's one tip I will give, is increase your sensitivity so that you can heal better and more efficiently. Okay, so this is something that I think not a lot of people really think about. Now, when you think about the support role, when I think about the support role at least, I don't think of it as healer. Supports are not just healers. In fact, they're not healers. They're sports. And any game like this, a competitive shooter, a competitive multiplayer game, anything like this, in most cases, supports do not just heal. So please, when you're Mercy, please do not only heal bot people. Please, please also use the offensive beam and not just heal. And also for Ana, if your allies are at full health, go over and attack some enemies too. Because something that sorry, I got that confused. Something that Ana is good at is aiming at Pharah. So she can actually hit Pharah pretty well and kill Pharah in 3 shots. Whereas you might not have any hit scan characters on your team to hit Pharah. So once you're done healing, you can attack some. Don't just heal. So for Mercy, don't just heal, use the offensive beam. That's not to say go battle Mercy. That is the last thing you should ever do. If you have to, sure, go ahead, but don't just heal. Another example is Baptiste. Once you're done healing your allies and stuff, or if you're in an immortality field where your allies can't get hurt, or die, at least at that moment, go over and shoot enemies while they're in the immortality field. And stuff like that. Just, as a support role, you should know you're not supposed to just be healing, or else they would be called healers. Support your team and help them kill stuff. Don't just heal. So that's another main tip I wanted to give. Okay, so another tip is don't be a zombie. What I mean is, don't just sit on Ana like this.
I won't let you fall.
And just do this back and forth. Because that's how you get flanked and killed easily. Something you should do is you should be aware of your surroundings, looking around for enemies as you're healing.
I'll keep you up.
Be aware of your surroundings, and while your damages are attacking, while your tank is tanking and attacking as well, depending on what tank you have, you should be pointing out enemies that they may not see and are not aware of. So if there's a Reaper that you hear, you should point it out. Get back to healing, point it out.
You're going careful.
And if you have good teammates, they will deal with it. If you have bad teammates, unfortunately they won't. But hopefully you have good teammates that will point them out. So yeah, be aware of your surroundings and watch for certain things. This can be very useful for people like Ana specifically, because if you see a Reaper that's coming in you see like a Reaper is teleporting right behind you, you can sleep him. You can point out the
Keep an
slept
eye
target, so you can point out the slept Reaper and have one of your damages come help. And so you can shoot them, bottle them,
Scoop 'em in.
and then your damage can finish them off. And as you know, Reaper can be very hard to get that bottle kill
I'm
with,
here.
so
Keep fighting.
if you have one of your damages help, that can be very useful. So that's why it's very good to be aware of your surroundings when your other allies can't. So another tip I want to give is you should be helping your flankers out. So if you got somebody like a Reaper or a Genji or somebody like that that likes to flank and is a flanky character, don't
Saving
let
their
them
wounds.
just go by themselves. So if you see half your team over here is covered and you got support over there, everybody's alive, the support's alive, and your Reaper is going over here to sneak up on the enemy, go over with your Reaper
Right over.
and support him so he doesn't just die. Now, good Reapers and good Genjis will get back before they die, but you know, if somebody's new to playing the game or whatever, and they're just careless, that they just get killed, you know, that's bad for your team. So you should definitely stay with them. And of course, if there is no other supports, obviously save your team. I would prioritize the whole team over one flanker, you know. But keep an eye on your flankers, and if they're going to flank,
take a lot of
flank with
damage,
them,
huh?
help them flank. And somebody like Kiriko is very good for flanking as well. So you got two flankers if you got Reaper and Kiriko going to flank, and you can help him get out of sticky situations, especially. So help your flankers out, and don't let them go alone. So this next tip is something that probably everybody knows and is aware of, but always keep an eye on your allies' health. Don't go to damaging too much and not keep an eye on your allies' health. You know, don't do this and just keep on damaging. You look over, your allies are dead by the time you get to them.
Restoring balance.
You want to always make sure you have an eye on your allies' health. Look around and see who needs help,
Hi, sunshine.
and always help your allies out. And so, you know, if your allies don't die, you have, especially in payload maps, you have a bigger chance, or robot push maps, you have a bigger chance of winning that if one of your allies doesn't die.
I'm here.
So always, this is another part, this can be part of be aware of your surroundings, but always be aware of your allies' health. Keep an eye on your allies' health at all times. And of course, some characters you can't always save them, like if they're behind a wall or whatever, as Ana, you know, they're out of your point of view, so you can't help them. But if you're Kiriko, you know, always try to keep an eye on your allies' health, whether you're Kiriko or not. So, just always keep an eye on your allies' health. Okay, so this next tip I think is going to be the very last tip, but combine your ultimates with your allies. So, for example, Kiriko's Kitsune Rush is very good and can combine with a lot of ultimates. So, for example, Soldier 76's ultimate can really improve him. It can improve Bastion in general. It can improve other supports even. Like, for example, if you have a Zen on your team and you Kitsune Rush him, he can shoot those volleys and shoot his orbs like hellfire. He can shoot those super fast and kill a lot of stuff and deal a lot of damage like that. Or Genji, for example, he can use his blade faster and get more kills easily and get kills faster. And you can really save your team with combining ultimates. So whenever you see an opportunity to combine ultimates, do it. Oh, and Ramatra as well, Kitsune Rush can really help that because he can punch a lot faster. So combining his ultimate with yours can be very useful too. Yeah, just always when you have a good opportunity to combine your ults. As you know, a lot of things that people do with combining ults is with Ana's Nano. So Nano Blade is a term many of you might know, where you nano a Genji on his blade when he uses his blade. So a Nano Blade Genji can do a lot of damage. A Nano Ramatra can do a ton of damage. A Nano Reinhardt, stuff like that. Ana is a very good versatile support for doing that, for combining ultimates. You can combine your ultimate with practically anybody. You can even do it in scenarios where you didn't even mean to, and you can still get a good result. Like if you have to do what I call an emergency nano, where you need to save somebody. Sometimes I've done those on bastions. If we're on a point and the team is about to cap the point, I'll nano like a bastion or a Mei or something, whoever's nearby, even though they're supports, to keep them on the point longer and to maybe save the points as it boosts their damage and their health and stuff like that. So yeah, just Always remember to combine ults with your other allies, with your tank, and with your damages, even your supports. I think that's all the tips I wanted to give in this video to go over the supports. You know, just make sure you always support your team. That's what supports are for, to support your team. So I hope all these tips helped you. If you follow these tips pretty closely, I feel like you can become a better support player and play support a lot better by following these tips pretty closely. So let me know down in the comments below if I did miss anything, or if there's something that's on your mind that I might not have thought of that might be another great tip. Make sure to put it down in the comments below so that everybody else can see your tip that I may not have gotten in a video. So I hope this video helped everybody, and if it did, make sure you subscribe, and I will see everybody in the next video. Bye.